Welcome to the saga of Lahri, where ancient whispers of the earth and sky guide a steadfast guardian through the vast lands of Azeroth. Join us as we follow the journey of a Tauren shaman, bridging the wisdom of the past with the challenges of the future. As soon as Lahri arrived in Bloodhoof village, he spoke with the local Tauren residents and realized there was much to be done. Ready to lend his aid, he began his efforts with several urgent tasks. Upon arriving in Bloodhoof village, Lahri spoke with the village elder, who shared a grave concern. "Our sacred wells have been tainted, and I will need your help to fix this," the elder said. "To cleanse each well, I must create a cleansing totem. Then you must bring the totem to the well and perform a cleansing ritual." The elder continued, "For the Winterhoof water well, we need to create a cleansing totem. To do this, the land must offer its aid. Hunt prairie wolves for their paws and adult plain striders for their talons. They are to the southwest. Return to me with the paws and talons, Lahri." With a sense of duty, Lahri headed southwest to hunt the prairie wolves and plain striders, gathering the necessary items to cleanse their sacred water.
Ow. Be careful. Well met. We shall meet again.
How may I aid you?
Lahri spoke to Lalum Darkmane, eager to learn the arts of herbalism and inscription. Lalum, a master of these crafts, shared her knowledge generously, teaching Lahri to identify and harvest the potent herbs of Mulgore and to create powerful glyphs and scrolls. Under Lalum's guidance, Lahri honed his skills, blending the natural world's gifts with ancient symbols to enhance his shamanistic abilities. This training deepened his connection to the land and enriched his role as a protector of his people. While preparing for the cleansing ritual, Lahri spotted some more prey and remembered the seasoned hunter from the village talking about them. The swoop is a cunning bird. They are difficult to find and hunt. A collection of swoop quills is a badge of cleverness and determination for a hunter, the hunter explained. If you are willing to take up this task, then enter the plains and hunt the swoop. Bring me their quills and bring honor to your clan. The swoops may be found anywhere in Mulgore, but your eyes must be sharp to spot them, and your hooves must be quick to catch them. Lahri knew that hunting the swoops would test his skills and bring honor to his clan. He ventured into the plains to hunt the elusive birds. As Lahri moved through the plains, he encountered a massive brown kodo, Arachea, a beast of legend known for its destruction and terror. With the wind's whispers and the earth's strength, he faced the kodo in a fierce battle. Channeling his connection to the natural world, Lahri struck with precision and power, ultimately felling the mighty beast. Exhausted but victorious, he honored Arachea's spirit, marking another chapter in his journey and a testament to his courage. Spotting a group of gnolls in the distance, Lahri recognized them from the village guardian's description. He recalled the guardian's words. "Lahri, there are many conflicts that wound this land. It is my hope that you will not bear witness to as many of them as our elders have. Yet there is one that I would ask you to seek. It will give you some sense of how terrible, if left unchecked, even a small threat can be to the land." Pale Mane gnolls have settled to the south of Bloodhoof and in a cave to the west. They disrespect our attempts to communicate with them, and they slay the wildlife of Mulgore unbridled. Words are no longer the answer. Determined to protect his homeland, Lahri confronted the Pale Mane gnolls. Before Lahri set out on his quest to hunt plain striders, prairie wolves, and thin out the pale-maned gnoll population, he spoke to Ahab Wheathoof. "Help, Lahri! My prize puppy Kyle has run away. I just know he's running around Bloodhoof village, lost and hungry. Will you find him and feed him? Once he eats, he will settle down and come home. To feed him, you'll need to find food. His favorite meal is tender strider meat. Just venture east, and you should find plenty of striders. Hunt one down and take its meat to Kyle. When you see Kyle in town, put the meat down, and he is sure to come to you." During his hunt, Lahri butchered a particularly fat plain strider for its meat.
How may
He used the meat to prepare Kyle's favorite meal.
ancestors watch over you?
As Lahri ran back into the village, he spotted the lost puppy. Placing the meal on the ground, he watched as the hungry pup eagerly devoured it. Once finished, Kyle ran back to his master, Ahab Wheathoof, who was relieved and grateful for Lahri's help. With this task completed, Lahri continued on his journey, speaking to the residents of Bloodhoof village about his recent accomplishments.
Well met.
Upon arriving earlier in the village, before Lahri went out on his hunt, he spoke to Varg Windwhisper, who had an urgent task. "I have a bundle of hides from the animals of Mulgore that must get to Thunderbluff. A colleague there, Ahanu, will use the hides to create leather goods. Will you take the hides to him for me?" Varg asked. "The quickest way to Thunderbluff is on the back of a wind rider." Wind riders, also known as wyverns, are sentient lionish creatures with bat wings and scorpion tails, native to Kalimdor. They can speak and understand Orcish and Tarahe, but cannot understand Common. When Thrall, the leader of the Orcs, first arrived on Kalimdor, Cairn Bloodhoof suggested enlisting the aid of the wyverns who dwelt nearby. Upon reaching their nesting grounds, the two leaders discovered that a band of harpies had captured and enslaved the wyverns. A force led by Thrall and Cairn fought their way to the harpies' lair and slaughtered the vile bird women, freeing the wyverns. The sentient wyverns of Kalimdor were eager to join the horde. Impressed by the horde's commitment to honor and victory, the wyverns allowed the horde to ride them into combat against those who would disturb the tranquility of Kalimdor and its denizens. Today, wyverns are considered sacred by both orcs and Tauren. Bring the bundle of hides to Tak, our Windrider master in Bloodhoof village, and speak to him about transport to Thunderbluff. Lahri took the bundle of hides to the Windrider master and explained the situation. "Tak, I have some things to take care of first before traveling to Thunderbluff. Can you prepare a Windrider for me so I can make the delivery later today?" Tak nodded in agreement and assured Lahri that a Windrider would be ready for his journey when he returned. The trophies gathered from the hunt on the prairie wolves and plain striders had been used by village elder Mull Thunderhorn to craft a cleansing totem for the Winterhoof water well. Now, Lahri was ready to take it to the well and perform the cleansing ritual. Whoever did this may still be there, laying in wait, warned the village elder. As Lahri approached the well, he saw them, bandits from the Grim Totem tribe. The Grim Totem were one of the mightiest Tauren tribes, standing as an aggressive extreme of the usually pacifistic Tauren. They wished to eradicate the lesser races from Kalimdor and reclaim the Tauren's long-lost ancestral holdings. To the Grim Totem, almost all races were enemies of the Tauren. Known for unprovoked attacks, slaughter, and mayhem, they stood in stark contrast to the peaceful spiritual nature of the other Tauren clans. From early childhood, while other Tauren learned the rites of the Great Hunt and harmony with nature, the Grim Totem were taught how to fight. They learned to kill quickly and cleanly with hands, horns, and any weapon they could find. They did not fight honorably, they fought to win. Poisoning the water wells of Mulgore fit their ruthless tactics perfectly. Earlier in the village, Armo Thunderhorn spoke to Lahri with concern about the venture company, a goblin cartel, loyal only to greed and known for exploiting Mulgore's resources. He mentioned that his friend, Morin Cloudstalker, along with other Outrunner Tauren warriors, had discovered and attacked a venture company caravan on the northern shore of Stonebull Lake. They had lost 2 of their number in the battle, and in their grief, they torched the caravan, hoping the fire would destroy everything. However, recent sightings of venture company salvages near the burned wagons suggested otherwise. Following Ahmo's instructions, Lahri found Morin standing near the road to the east. Morin tasked Lahri with examining the crates at the caravan site. Upon arrival, Lahri pried open a crate, revealing a tightly packed assortment of ore and minerals, evidence of the Venture Co.'s mining operations. On top of the minerals, Lahri found a tightly bound sheaf of papers. Looking up, he noticed smoke rising from a large fire in the foothills to the east and heard the sounds of industrious work. Realizing the venture company was far from finished with their exploitation, Lahri knew he had to act to protect the land from their greed-driven destruction. After arriving back in the village, Ahab thanked Lahri for returning Kyle. As Lahri continued through the village, he met Mor Raincaller. My grandfather told me stories about a battle with a strider named Mazranach, Mor said. He told me of its venomous bite. While traveling across the plains, I encountered the beast, and it took a nasty bite from my shoulder. He was as terrible as my grandfather described. I have gathered all the parts of the remedy I need to cure myself, except a flatland cougar femur. I grow weaker by the moment. Please help me.
Peace, friend.
Lahri promised to find the femur for him.
Goodbye.
After his conversation with Mor, Lahri went to the Windrider Master. He had prepared the Windrider for Lahri's trip to Thunderbluff to deliver the bundle of hides there. Knowing there were cougars near Thunderbluff, Lahri decided to make the delivery first and planned to search for the flatland cougar femur on his way back to Bloodhoof village. With the hides secured, Lahri boarded the Windrider, ready to fulfill his duty and help Mor on the return journey. As this part of Lahri's saga ends, remember the strength and wisdom gained from his journey. The spirits watch over him, and the Earth Mother's guidance lights his path. Until we meet again, May your own quests be filled with courage and honor. Farewell, brave adventurer.